Welcome to another episode of the Halftime Mike Podcast. Today, I want to dive into a specific area within the digital marketing funnel, and that is in lead capture, what your lead magnet is, that free offer that you have on your website, or whatever that offer is, where we're trying to move them from fan visitor into the lead funnel. This is the soft option, the soft sell that is not your product, it is not your key tool, but is essential, has to have enough value that it seemed worthwhile so that they want to give you their name and email address so you can move them into the lead nurture funnel. So I find that that is a key element where some people struggle and they're like, well, what does that mean for my business? What would I do there? So I want to dive into a number of areas that you could use for your lead capture, depending on your business model. Keep it short, keep it snappy, keep it helpful so that you can go away from here with some ideas and can improve what you do on your website. Okay? All right, now again, all this flows out of my game plan for social media lead generation, which is my book that I've written, MikeGingerich.com/book to go see that. And Gingerich is Gingerich, okay? And MikeGingerich.com/book is where I cover that. I've written out the game plan there, and I do have a chapter that talks about the free offers there, but I want to break it out here in my podcast episode, keeping it short, keeping it tactical for you to take a look at. So just recapping on the funnel, we've started at the top. We're attracting the right type of audience, right? And once we're doing that with Facebook ads, we're doing that with social media posting, we're offering value, education, resources, we're being social in terms of we might be running some ads to get in front of the exact target audience. Then we're trying to move them, into an engagement mechanism so that, like on Facebook, if they engage with us, they're going to see more of our posts in the future. So that's a goal, that we're doing some engagement with them and getting them to comment, like, share posts. So a lot of that is resource-rich content, things that are so good people want to share it on social media, things that are, entertaining. There has to be entertainment value. That's part of, connecting with them and helping them connect to you. And it's a culture fit, a culture mix that, people connect with like-minded people, relationship-minded. And so by putting out there things that people connect with and they want to share, that's building some affinity with them. So we've got attraction, we've got engagement in the next level. Then that's 50% of our content mix in a weekly social media marketing sharing plan. And then we want to mix in 30% is our baited hooks, the lead capture piece, where we're rolling out some content. It might be a short video snippet, might be a link, might be a photo post with an image where we are trying to drive them to our lead capture. Typically that lead capture is going to happen on our website. We get them over to the website, and maybe it's a resource-rich article, and then we have our opt-in lead capture form pop up with a widget there using Waftio, our Waftio example, Waftio.com. You can do the pop-ups and the widgets, and we need to have a free offer there. It's, this is your opportunity. If 70% of people visit your website, then leave and never return, can you capture them this first time? That's important to get them onto your email list so you have a way to connect with them in the future, because people read email. You want them to stay with you. You can nurture that with a nurture automation email series, and that offer is key. So you want to think through that, and you want to keep the form simple. Name and email address is what I'm recommending, but what can that offer be? It's not going to be your full product. It's not going to be your full service. At the base level, if you are business to consumer and you have e-commerce or even walk-in traffic, you could do a coupon, right? So 20% off your purchase good through X, and you have a time-specific offer on there. If you're B2C, that can make sense. Get this coupon and sign up to receive other special news and offers from us. That's your call to action there. Tell them what they're going to get. It has to be enough value. I had somebody say, well, what do I want to offer them? Well, let's give them a 7% discount. 7%. What are you talking about? 7%. Okay? 70 cents on a $10 item. Is that going to spur them on? I don't think so. You got to do something that is motivational whatever that's going to be in your audience. Is it 25%? Is it 30%? Is it 50%? What can you do to get them on the list? You want them on the list, and think about it this way, can you get them on the list at 50% off on their first purchase, but you know that you get a lot of repeat business, and so by getting them in there, they're going to buy 3, 4, 5 more times, and that's where you're going to earn your income. So think about it that way. So that's at the basic B2C level, but there are other ones that you can do just depending on your business model. Now, the one I use a lot because I'm in the online digital space is a ebook, offering something of value. It's longer than a blog post, it's shorter than a book, but it's maybe it's a chapter from a book, or maybe it's a series of blog posts put together that form, a best practice series that is valuable to them. So I can think through some existing content that I have, but I create a ebook. And for signing up, so if you come to tab site Mike Gingerich, you often see these types of things, digitalhill.com, where we're offering something of value to get them to sign up for our list, to stay connected with us, and we make that of value. So it's related to our products and services. It is not a discount on a website or web software, but it is related. Maybe it's on social media, maybe it's on Facebook, maybe it's on lead capture, and it's going to give them some kind of step-by-step guide. It's more detailed than what I talk about here in a podcast, and it helps them to dive in. And so I want to make that of enough value. So if you think of a blog post as 600 words, typically 600, 800 words, maybe this is 2,000 to 3,000 type words. Typical delivery method is a PDF. You'd have them sign up, they join your list, that syncs to your email marketing system, your CRM, and they get access, they're taken to a page where they have the PDF download. Boom, you make it happen for them easily right there. All right, so that's another one. Is a coupon was one, a ebook is another. Another similar one is a content upgrade. So maybe you do have a 600-word blog post, but you also have a 2,000-word blog post. You have the 7 best of this, but you also have the 25 best of that, and that can be a content upgrade. So they're reading on the 7 best of this, and the offer is to get access to more of these types of resources. Sign up for our list, and right now we'll take you from 7 to 25 keys that you need for X, Y, and Z. And so it's a content upgrade offer. They fill out the form, then they're taken to the private blog post page where the rest of that is. So that's another way to take a look at that, is a content upgrade. Now, related to that, another option is to offer a checklist. Maybe, again, this can work in the digital space for those who want to deliver things online, the consulting space, leadership development space, fitness space, where there are things to do. A checklist. Your audience is busy, they've done some research, but they just need to know, how do I do this? What are the steps? And so, they can sign up to get this downloadable checklist that's going to help them. These are the 5 simple workouts for this. This is your guide to running effective meetings. The checklist of items you should have. Checklists. I've done checklists before as well. Creating SEO optimized blog posts, for example. That's another one that I use, and that can be again, it's probably going to be a PDF download that you're going to give them. Could be a private page on your blog, so it's just accessible after they've submitted the form. But that's just another tool that you can do. All right, let's see. I had another one here, and that would be some type of tool. So maybe you want to give them access to a tool, but they have to register in order to be able to use it. Okay, so maybe this is a cost evaluator tool, a ROI calculator, something that evaluates something. But to get access to it, they need to complete the form and sign up and get other special offers from you. So you're always telling them, this is to join our list, you'll get X, Y, and Z in the future, and right now you're going to get this offer. Keep that short, keep it simple, keep it snappy, and do that. Related to this, another one is templates. Okay, you created templates. Maybe in the consulting realm, it's how to conduct, the business interview, how to do the leadership evaluation. In the SEO world, it could be how to do a step-by-step audit of your website. On the Facebook, it could be how to evaluate and do a step-by-step template for valuing your keys to your Facebook page. A template's something that a proposal guide, a template is giving them a tool that you have that is free for them but can be a time saver for them. All right, that's another one. And maybe you're a marketer and you specialize in marketing messages. So another free offer could be a swipe file. There's a lot of these for social media swipe files, which gives you 50 tweets that you could share, and it doesn't finish them for you. So it's not just bland, but it gives you the key adjectives and action in it, and for your and you have to fill in the rest there. But it can be a swipe file with some key tools. Graphics can be another thing that you could do in a swipe file. I've done a downloadable Photoshop template, and that was for Facebook cover images. Those types of pieces there. And it could be some type of printable. It's a spreadsheet that they can use for this. It's a coupon that they can print out and bring in at home. These are the types of free offers. It's not your product. It's not your service. It is in the same realm. It's not completely unrelated, and it gives them something of value, enough value that they are willing to give you something of value of theirs, their email address. People can be protective of their email address, so you have to have delivered good content ahead of time, build some trust in your connections with them, the social media engagement, social media sharing, so that when they come over, they have enough sense that you are legitimate. This is a good enough offer. I want to opt in because I want access to that. And by getting access to that, they're on your list, and then you have the opportunity to follow up with them. Yes, some people will opt out of those after they get the freebie. That's part of the attrition rate. You want to evaluate that in an ROI perspective and keep watch on that. Maybe your offer was too good. They just wanted that, and they didn't want that email nurture series. But typically, they're going to receive that email nurture series, but then they might opt out. That means you need to evaluate, was something wrong with my content in that email nurture series to begin with? Did I try to sell too fast? Did I not offer enough value in that email nurture series that follows up that? Don't go too hard, too fast on the sell. Continue to offer value, continue to build trust, continue to be relationship minded. Those are keys in this process there. So I wanted to offer that to you today, but hopefully that gives you a guide. So we went from the attraction, top of the funnel, to engagement, to lead capture. And these were lead capture magnets, how you can get them. And you want to do that by offering something of value, and then you move them into a email lead nurture funnel. All right, and then you always want to follow that up. At the end of that email lead nurture funnel is your offer. You can do that via email. That's a great way to sell after you built the trust. Make that final offer. Maybe it's email 5, maybe it's email 7, that you take the next step and invite them to consider special offer, a sale, purchase of your product. And you want to evaluate that in the bottom of the funnel, the ROI. I go into that all in fuller detail in my book, Game Plan for Social Media Lead Generation, but I wanted to dive in. This is what I'm doing now, is these hot topics on how do you bust this out in more detail, giving you practical things that you can take away and use to sharpen. Go back to your website right now. What's going to work for you? Is it a printable? Is it the swipe file? Is it a template? Is it a tool, a checklist, a content upgrade? Is it an ebook? Is it a coupon? All right, those are the keys, and I hope that's helpful for you. Take some time now, jot down what was most important, what you need to do, because it's always about taking action on what you've learned and then moving forward. All right, so that's what I want to offer you today. This is Mike with the Halftime Mike Podcast. I thank you for taking this moment of time, a halftime break with me, and I want you to implement something good for here so that you can elevate your game and win in the second half. All right? Take care. Until next time. See you later.